Deathstroke's real name is Slade Wilson. Deadpool's real name is Wade Wilson. That's gotta be on purpose, right? It was, by none other than acclaimed Marvel writer Fabian Nicieza. Side note, I love Nicieza. He's partly responsible for some of the greatest Marvel stories ever, including The Age of Apocalypse. When working on New Mutants, Liefeld sent the first designs for a new character to Nicieza with the name Deadpool. According to Nicieza himself, he called Liefeld and said, "This is Deathstroke from the Teen Titans." This particular story has often been misquoted, misrepresented, and outright misconstrued into something entirely different. Many sites claim that Liefeld and Nicieza intentionally created Deadpool to be either a homage or parody of Deathstroke. Nicieza himself, however, has repeatedly debunked this.
Get your spectral sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
So, talking about X-Force, obviously, New Mutants introduced Deadpool. I read this recently. He's an homage to the character Deathstroke, as the often quote goes, "You do the Deathstroke in the Deadpool," to the point where even writer Fabian Nicieza acknowledged it. He wrote to Liefeld, "This is Deathstroke from Teen Titans." He even named the character Wade Wilson as an acknowledgement. Is that the? Give us the origins.
I don't know where
Deadpool.
you're reading that from. But that's a bastardization of anything I've ever said or the real truth. Okay. The character was never created to be an homage of Deathstroke.
Okay.
He was never created to be a parody.
Yes, let this man cook.
Rob was definitely channeling a love of George Perez when he was doing aspects of that character design. And that's what I was joking with him about.
It should be noted that around this time, Liefeld had been established as a fan of the Teen Titans comics for quite some time, which is strong evidence of him indeed copying the character. For DC's 2011 New 52 relaunch, Liefeld got the chance to finally write and draw the menacing Deathstroke, but having a shot at his lifelong dream brought back accusation of plagiarism, especially after his interview with Comic Book Resources for the new title. In the interview, Liefeld said on record, "I've always been in awe of Hawkman and Deathstroke, and always means since I was a child."
Look, I love Deathstroke. I've loved Deathstroke my entire comic book collecting career. He's a great character. Yep. He deserves to be loved on his own merits.
You're digging a hole deeper, Rob.
We don't know that guy.
We thought we did.
However, it was Nicieza who gave the Deadpool character his civilian identity of Wade Wilson, as an inside joke of him being distantly related to Slade Wilson.
And I named him Wade Wilson as a civilian identity as nothing more than an in-joke between me and Rob for me having joked about the George Perez costume and pouches. I never said anything about that publicly for 15 years, okay? Until I said it in an interview years later that I named him Wade Wilson as an in-joke between me and Rob because of the George Perez Deathstroke love.
So, what does Liefeld himself have to say about it?
And there are people, you know who you are, internet people, DC bros, who are out there going, "But Deadpool is a Deathstroke!" And you're wrong, and I'm going to show you why. You'll see how thick and meaty and broad Deathstroke was.
Phrasing?
Deadpool came in and he was kind of a thinner, more lithe, more of a martial arts ninja guy. Deathstroke has chainmail all along his costume. There is no chainmail anywhere on Deadpool. Number two, and it might not be as obvious as it seems to me, but Deathstroke is blue and orange. And the last time I looked, Deadpool is black and red. Black and red do not equal blue and orange. Dead in the name is not enough to qualify. There's Deathlock, there's Deadshot. Let's not go there. I don't see it. I don't see it. I never have. So DC bros, I just came at you, okay?
Not making a very strong case there, Bob. I mean, a ripoff doesn't have to look exactly like the original for it to be a ripoff. But in Rob's defense, he does go on to make some stronger arguments.